Hey, what's good, gang? My name's Jewel, and today I'm going to teach you how to add a snapper to something. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get out a dev tool. You're going to open your dashboard, go to your inventory, enter Resonite Essentials. It's a folder that everyone has when they make a new account on Resonite, and then go to the tools. It's going to be the first tool in the list. Next, you want to grab the dev tool, open your context menu, and hit equip so that you don't have to hold it. For this demonstration, I'll be mounting my skateboard to a cube, and here's my cube. For this demonstration, I'll be using my skateboard and this box. I'm going to make my skateboard snap to the box. Let's start to what you want to make the item snap to. For this demonstration, I'm using this box, so I'm going to select it with my dev tool, open my context menu, and click Open Inspector. When you do this, it'll open the slot for the box in the hierarchy. What you want to do is go to the very bottom of the panel and click Attach Component. It'll bring up this menu. Where the fuck is the component? I forgot. So the component we want to put on this box is called SnapTarget. This makes it so that when something has a snapper that's compatible, it is the target that it snaps to. In the components list, you're going to go to Transform, Interaction, and then you'll find Snapper and SnapTarget. We want SnapTarget. Double click the component to add it. And now when you go down the list, you'll see that the SnapTarget and Sphere Collider components have been added automatically. From here, there's just one thing we got to do, and that's add a filter to this SnapTarget. So you're going to click Add where it says Snapper Keyword Whitelist, and you'll get a data field. In this field, you're going to put a word, and that's going to be a filter for what it allows to snap to it. If you want your SnapTarget to pick up more vague items like hats, sunglasses, or things like that, keep this tag vague. But if you want it to be more specific, make it very, very specific. This will help avoid accidentally snapping things that coincidentally have the same tag. For this, I want it to specifically only grab my skateboard, so I'm going to name it Jewel Board. And there we go. Under Snapper Keyword Whitelist, we now have a data entry for Jewel Board. Now we want to put the snapper on the item that we actually want to move to the SnapTarget. Again, we're going to select it, open our context menu, click Open Inspector, and that'll open an inspector of that slot. Now that we've got the item open in the inspector, we want to go to the root of the item. So I'm just going to hit this button, and Deck Board Jewel 1, that's the root. Double click it to select it. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to attach component. It's going to be at the bottom of the panel. And the component we want is called Snapper, and it's going to be in the same location. Transform, Interaction, Snapper, and you double click it to add it to the item. And if you scroll to the bottom, you see it says Snapper. And now we want to put that same keyword on this snapper. So we're going to go to where it says Keywords, hit Add, click the data field, and enter Jewel Board. Exactly as you spelled it on the other field. Now that the item with the snapper and the SnapTarget have the same keywords, they're compatible. So all you got to do is grab the item, bring it over to the SnapTarget, and let go. And it just snaps to it. And if all you do is just want to add a quick snapper, that's everything you need to know. It's all set up and good to go. But from here, you might want to customize some shit. Now, one of the first things you're probably going to want to customize on your snapper is the snap range. Because right now, if I grab this board, I can just take it, let it go. And even though it's pretty close to the cube right now, it actually doesn't snap back to it until I bring it back more here. We're going to go back to our panel that has the SnapTarget and change around a few numbers. The main thing we want to change is maximum snap distance under the SnapTarget component. This number is in meters, and by default, it's 0.1 meters. So if you want to increase the range, just click the field to change its entry. I'm going to change it to 1, so it's 10 times further. So now just about anywhere I let go of this, it should just grab it. Keep in mind that this number is affected by the scale of whatever slot it's under. So if somewhere in the hierarchy above this, let's just say the scale is like 10, this will be 10 times multiplied. So this is your reminder to make sure that your hierarchy, your scales are set to 1 when possible. For this demonstration, since I just used a box and then put a component right onto the box itself, that means that the SnapTarget is going to be tied to the position and the center of this box. If you want to be able to more fine tune the point where it snaps to, you can follow this tip. At the root of the slot that you want to snap to, click this button to create a child. This will create an empty object child slot. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the SnapTarget, grab it with my dev tool, move it over to this other panel I spawned out, move component. I'm going to do the same thing with the Sphere Collider. What this does is it lets you put the SnapTarget onto its own point so it can use that point in 3D space for more fine-tuned adjustments. What this allows me to do is to move the SnapTarget out, let's say here. And now if I try to snap my board to the box, it won't go because the SnapTarget's not actually there, it's right here. One of the convenient things about this is that when you have the slot selected, the size of this box is actually the range of the SnapTarget. So for example, if I change it to be 0.15 instead of just 0.1, it'll get 50% larger. This can be really helpful for visualizing where the SnapTarget's gonna grab. Now I can just move this box, and the box is here. It kind of looks like a stand, but the actual SnapTarget is up here. And now the cube kind of looks like a stand for my board, so I can just grab it. Yes, I'm gonna mall grab. Throw it on my back. And then when I want to take it off and put it down, just set it back down. With this, you should be able to do just about anything that involves snappers because they're super basic. They're just a point that things snap to. That's it. There's a lot of people who make things like hats, sunglasses, mustaches, hair, where it's all just tagged basic stuff like that. And so if you just add a component to your, let's just say your head that says hat on its tag for the SnapTarget, you can be compatible with a bunch of hats and just wear them. Anyway, that should be everything you need to know about making snappers in Resonite. Hope this video helped you out. If you know someone that needs help with it, send them this video. And if nothing else, I hope you have a wonderful fucking day. Oh, also, fuck the clan.